Hello everybody, I'm back in the plane in the shop with Advanced Aero Technologies. I mentioned in the previous video who's doing the dual GI-275 installs, and as I mentioned, they're a great shop. Their main shop is in Greeley, Colorado. They've got one in Rapid City. Their last one was set up over here in Fernandina Beach 3 years ago, or 3.5 years ago. So when I got my Ovation about 3.5 years ago, I had them install a GTX 345 transponder and a Flightstream 210. They did a great job with that. So I'm very happy, and local with a great shop. So and the price, they're reasonable in their pricing. So we're all set up to go. I still have to expand a little bit upon the torture test of the GI-275s, and I'll do that in a upcoming video so you understand what it actually means. It's a coordinated turn, at least 3 turns and so on. So I won't do it right now. I'll do that at a later time, and why I chose the GI-275s versus the AeroView Touch and the Aero Cruise 230 versus Dynon. Dynon was a problem because it only talks to their own autopilots, from what I understand, and I got a KFC 150 which is working great. I don't need to put money into updating or changing the autopilot completely. If I'm going to change the autopilot, I'm going to do it with the Garmin autopilot. So anyway, let me show you the panel, what it looks like now. And I'm saying, ay, this is crazy. So this is the naked panel. Everything is out. Pilot side, radio stack, and co-pilot side. Everything. Circuit breaker panel is still in. Doesn't need to be removed. For no reason to remove that. All these wires are the original ones, and they'll be removing probably about 30% of them, somewhere in that range, or rerouting them. For example, this is the HSI, current HSI, that all those can be removed, and so there's quite a few that can be removed. The pitot-static lines will be cut off at the T's for all the instruments that require them: airspeed, altimeter, and the vertical speed indicators. The storm scope, of course, stays in, and that's on the bottom right here. The CDI for the current KX155 also stays, and that's going to be down here. The G4, my Insight engine analyzer, is going to be moved up to the top right. Right now, the connector to it, which is this right here, these two, the way that they're routed, there's not enough slack to come up to the top right, but there's enough service loops in both the in front of the firewall and with the white leads coming into it. Behind the firewall, there's service loops to be able to extend the connector up to the top right. So G4 emphasizes in their installation manual, or Insight emphasizes in their installation manual, that one should leave a service loop for potential future repositioning of the gauge, and it was done when it was originally installed, so I'm happy about that. It may require a little work extending those loops, but it's definitely going to be doable. And obviously they've got all these wires labeled, so they'll be able to reconnect them appropriately. And I hope that when I turn one instrument on, it doesn't start messing up the other ones. And I'm sure they'll be doing a whole bunch of checks to make sure that it all connects correctly at the end of installation. They've always done that, so I trust them to do that. This could be a little bit crazy, but it probably have less wires than other people have, so it shouldn't be that bad. It's two GI-275s. They talk to each other via high-speed data bus. makes connections simpler between them, and talking to the autopilot and the GNS 530 was somewhat different connections. The GTX 345 also has a high-speed data bus, and so there'll all be easier connections with a high-speed data bus. I've got a FlightStream 210 in there that allows my iPad to be connected to the 530 as well as GTX 345, and everybody's going to be able to talk to each other, so that it's pretty seamless navigation. Anyway, we'll keep up with the install once I got some wires out, and only the ones they need. I'll do another video, and then when the GI-275s are installed, do another one, and the final one will be flying. And so I'm looking forward to all that, and hopefully it'll be done in about 3 weeks at most, 2-3 weeks. They're moving along pretty quickly. See you in the next video.